everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday. Today we are here to do a kit and chat where I'll be kitting out my next diamond painting. At the time of filming, I am filming this on Sunday afternoon. I have not yet finished my current whip, which is what we kitted up together last Monday. It is a diamond painting from Oraloa, and I have not finished it. However, I only have 2 sections left, and after I kit this up and do a few like householdy Sunday chores, I'm hoping to just sit and finish that diamond painting. I'm a little bit behind schedule, which is a schedule that I just gave myself, but I am a bit further behind than I had been hoping to be, which is fine. I had been hoping that I would be starting this kit like today, which again is Sunday for me. So I'm really only a day behind the schedule that I set forth, but hopefully I can make up a little bit of time. And that is only because I'm going to be working on another large diamond painting. So I'm going to be working on Lady in Black by kurtisrykovich. If you're having a little bit of deja vu, we have already kitted up and completed one damsel already this month. This will be my second piece by this artist, but this is a new release for this Halloween and I'm obsessed with it. So it's fine. But this is a 60 by 80. It is a round, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to move through this one pretty quickly. Only time will tell. But yeah, I was just hoping I'd be a bit further along on my current whip, but it's okay that I'm not. It's no biggie. I'm trying to remember what today's date is, and for whatever reason it's not coming to mind. I think maybe it's the 18th, the 19th. Alexa, what's today's date?
Today is Sunday, October 20th.
Oh, yeah, I was wrong. It's the 20th. So I still have a decent amount of days left in the month to finish this diamond painting. Hopefully I'm starting it when you guys are seeing this on Monday. Hopefully I'm starting it today. But we'll see. Oops, sorry guys, I just smacked the camera. Now I've decided to use my Craftmate lockables, but now that I'm looking at the number of 310s I have, that's probably not the best idea, but it's all good. So I won't be able to kit everything up into containers, but that's all right, because I have, how many colors do I have? I have 55 colors, and I'm pretty sure lockables have 56 containers. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 52, 54, 56. Yes, okay, so I have one extra container, which I like to use for trash drills. So everything will be getting one container. Anyway, how's everyone's week been? It quite honestly was a very crappy week for me, and it always tends to be on, let me just pull my garbage can over. I always tend to have really crappy weeks when I have short work weeks, and I don't understand why that is. So here in the States, I know not everybody gets Columbus Day off, but I did have Columbus Day off, or Indigenous People Day. Which is great, you know, absolutely love a day off, but it just always seems to make the rest of the week so crappy. Just a lot of stuff going on at work, and I don't know. It was just a weird week. Let me know if you felt the same. What did we do? So Monday we came back from camp, which the traffic was absolutely horrendous. It was so bad. And yeah, it just sucked. It was just crappy weather. It was raining. So we got home and literally, like, as soon as we got the truck emptied, torrential downpours. Like, the thunder was wild. And then the skies opened. So we got home just in time, which was nice. It's nice to be in the house rather than trying to get Luna out of the truck and all that stuff in a bunch of rain. And I think that evening we just kind of like vegged out, if I'm remembering correctly. Which, you know, love a good veg, but I don't know. Just something about those long weekends that make the start of work again crappy. And then the rest of the work week was fine. Nothing crazy. But now some of you might be too old for this, which is totally fine. But I was so upset about the loss of one of the One Direction members. Guys, listen, I know I'm 33 years old, but there's just something. I was a big One Direction fan. I am a boy band girl through and through. My first concert ever was Backstreet Boys. I still listen to my NSYNC playlist, my One Direction playlists. I was so upset. We were sitting there eating dinner, and Steven, he must have gotten like a text message or something because he pulled his phone up, and then he was looking and he was like, oh my gosh, like Liam Payne from One Direction has passed away. And I was like, nuh-uh. No way. And he's like, yeah. So then, of course, like, I start Googling and I'm like, no way, I don't believe it. This article is saying one thing and this article is saying something different. So I was like, it's not true. They're spreading false information. And that ended up being true and I was so upset. Ugh, there's just, I know it's, for some people, it's like weird that people get upset over celebrities that pass away and like, I get it. But it's just sad. It just, I don't know. I wouldn't go so far as to be like, One Direction's my idol. I saw them live. I saw them at Gillette Stadium. I got tickets for Christmas one year. And my friend at the time, we got a hotel and stayed over. And, you know, it was like a really cool experience. But I don't know. It's just sad. I think what upsets me the most is that he has such a young son. And I think that is really, really sad. And also the way that the media has been handling. Ugh. So that just, like, obviously I didn't go into like a depressive episode or anything, but it's just sad when people pass away, whether you know them or not. It's always sad, especially when it's somebody so young. So yeah, that just kind of made me sad for that the rest of the day. So I remember I just laid on the couch and read a book while the Yankee game was on, which, speaking of the Yankees, any Yankee fans watching? Very cool that they made it to the World Series. I used to be a huge baseball fan when I was younger. My family was never like really big into sports. Like, my dad never really watched sports on TV or anything like that. But for whatever reason, when my parents got divorced, I like threw myself into all different kinds of sports. I started following basketball, and I taught myself all the rules for basketball and baseball, and I started following NASCAR. I have no idea why I did any of that, but I just did. It's just how I coped with their divorce. So I was a huge Yankee fan when I was younger. I don't follow them as much, or I guess I didn't follow them as much until I met Steven, who's a huge Yankee fan. So it was really cool. It was exciting to see him, you know, like, get pretty excited about the Yankees making it to the World Series. So, you know, some good things mixed in with some sad things. But we're hoping it'll be a Mets-Yankees World Series, but we'll see. I think the Mets are down in their series right now against the Dodgers, So yeah, that's kind of been it. I'm not gonna lie. Nothing too exciting going on in the Laura, Steven, Luna household. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, honestly, it might have been like a month ago at this point, Diamond Art Club released a bunch of their new mini Dazzler things, which I guess are, I don't own any of them, but they're similar to the Paint Gem minis, which I also don't own any of. But I did place an order for a set because I was intrigued with Diamond Art Club. And I was going through my email this week and I realized that I have not gotten a shipping notification. So I was curious to know if any of you guys that ordered, I think it was, let's see, they released the season ones, like, or not season, the month of the year. I think they released like a fall set. Was there a Halloween set? Like there was a few that they released that particular day. And I was curious if any of you have gotten your order. Like, obviously I know I need to reach out to Diamond Art Club, but I rechecked my email and it wasn't like a pre-order, but I haven't gotten a shipping notification or anything. So I will reach out to them and I will follow up with you guys. But I thought maybe somebody might be in the same position as me and be like, oh shoot, I forgot I ordered those. Why haven't I gotten them yet? I don't know. Let me know if you've gotten yours or if you think something else is going on. I'm not on the Diamond Art Club Facebook pages. Like, I'm a member, but I don't use Facebook anymore. So I kind of don't know all the things that are happening in the community anymore. So let me know if maybe there's been an announcement or something that I missed. I would be curious to know. Also, speaking of Diamond Art Club, I was a little bit naughty. I did break my no-buy again. I ordered a couple of kits off of Diamond Art Club's Amazon storefront because they were kits that I had never seen. I did not see them on there during Prime Day. Because I remember I was telling you guys, like, I didn't buy anything on Prime Day. And then 2 weeks later, I'm like, yeah, I bought 2 kits from Diamond Art Club on Amazon. But I didn't see these 2 kits on there. I will be unboxing them eventually on the channel. But I did pick up two kits from them. They seem to be new, and they're at a very low price point. I want to say they were like $14.99, which is the cheapest I've seen them on Amazon. Obviously, they're quite small. I've only received one at this point. The other one, I think, is actually due to come today. But yeah, I like them. One of them I'll unbox next month in November, and the other I will unbox in December. Once we're back to daily videos in December, I need a lot of content, so I am going to break them up into two separate videos, and one of them just fits in December better anyway. 452. So last Monday, was it last Monday that I told you guys this story? Did I even tell you guys this story? That I ordered a pair of shoes on Prime Day and I wore them one time and the insole started coming out. I think I told you guys. Anyway, that happened. I wore them less than 1 day and the insole started coming out. So I was like, well, obviously I'm returning these. So I submitted my return request on Amazon, and they always give me an option to return at Whole Foods, which is annoying, but it's right by work, so it's fine. So I went in there on maybe Thursday morning. Wednesday sounds right. And the Amazon return section is open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So I was like, okay, no problem. I'll take my 15-minute break at 9 o'clock. I'll get there, you know, like 5-10 minutes after 9, and then I'll be good to go. So I get there and I go to the self-serve kiosk, and it is like the lights are flashing and there's an error message on the screen that says, "Bin full, please go to service desk." Okay, no problem. So I go over to the service desk and I'm standing there and I make eye contact with the worker. And clearly she had just gotten in, totally fine, no worries. So I'm standing there and she just proceeds to be texting on her phone. And I'm like, you know what? It's fine. Like, she's probably just starting her shift. She probably got some stuff going on. Totally get it. I can wait. So I'm standing there. I'm standing there. And I'm standing there. And I'm starting to be like, okay, like, you know, it's well after your, like, you know, 15 minutes after your start time. I'll give you grace. Like, I have no problem giving people 5-10 minutes to get going in the morning, because I get it. But it's like 9:15 and I would love to be using the kiosk, but it's full, so I can't use it. So I have to stand here. Like, it just is what it is. So she continues to text, and then she like takes a deep breath and like sighs. So she's like, oh, and I'm like, okay, whatever. So she starts going around and like unlocking everything that they have in their little area. If you have ever been to a Whole Foods that does like Amazon things, hopefully you know what I'm talking about. So she starts unlocking where like they keep all the packages and everything. And I'm like, okay, no worries. Like, she's got an opening thing she needs to do. It's all good. So she does all that. And then she goes back to her phone and is texting. And I'm like, okay, I'm standing here with two boxes, okay? Like, clearly you know that I'm here for you. So finally she's like, you can come up. And I was like, okay, good morning. You know, trying to be friendly. I'm not the most outgoing person, like, at all. So I really kind of have to like turn it on when I'm out in public. So I feel like sometimes I am a little like too peppy, right? Because I'm like, good morning, how are you? And I say to her, you know, I have this pair of shoes. They have been worn once. And I don't, you know, like, how do you want me to handle it? They told me I didn't need a box. I must have had them in a bag then if I didn't have a box. And I'm like, you know, I understand that you won't want to touch them. Like, what is the best, what should I do with them, basically? And she's like, well, I'm like, lady. And she's like, just put them in this bag. And I was like, okay, no problem. Like, you know, I'm really sorry about that. They didn't come in a box. Like, they didn't come in a shoebox. So it's not like I could just take her back to the shoebox. Basically, she was just so miserable. And at one point, like, on one side, I totally get it. I'm miserable at work too. I feel for you. But also, like, you work in customer service. And I feel like I can say that as someone who worked for many, many, many years in customer service. And to a degree, I still work in customer service as a help desk technician. Like, it might not be a store, but I still have people that I serve. Oh my gosh. I was just like, okay. So, and I have absolutely nothing against people who, like, smoke marijuana. I don't want my video to get flagged. It's legal here in New York, so you do you. I don't care. But the smell was just like, and it's the same with cigarettes. I don't like when you smell, that's all I can smell. It just, I don't like it. So she helps me. I get both of my packages together and I'm like, thank you, you know, have a nice day. And she's like, So I go into Whole Foods because I was on my break and I wanted a little snack. So I go into Whole Foods and nothing was speaking to me. So I'm like, whatever, I gotta get back to work. So I just leave the store and the Amazon help desk is like right in the vestibule. So it's not in the store, but it's also not outside. It's in that, like, I don't know. Whole Foods is kind of different. It's like, I don't know that I'd call it a vestibule, but just from like my customer service days, that's all I know how to refer to it as. So I walk through and I walk back by the Amazon desk, and there's this woman who was clearly fed up with this person working the service counter. And I was like, I hate to say it, but I knew that was gonna happen. So I know that that person at Whole Foods probably had a really crappy day, but there's just, this is going to sound like really hoity-toity, but if you don't like your job, I don't know, maybe it's all she knows how to do, and that's totally fine as well. But I felt bad that she was like that miserable at her job, because I've been there. But I don't know. There are so many people that don't have jobs, so I don't know. It was just a very odd interaction, and I felt really bad for her, but also I like was kind of just put off by the whole thing. Whatever. That's my story for the week. Whole Foods lady was mean to me. I guess if that's the worst thing that happens in my day, I shouldn't complain too much, but I feel like it's different when you're somebody who has customer service experience, that when people are just so put off by it, it just feels kind of icky. But anyway, that's my story time. I did get my replacement shoes in the mail on Friday, and I have not worn them yet, but hopefully they don't fall apart after my first time wearing them. What else do I have to talk about with you all? Shoot, it just left my brain. Oh boy, that's just been the way it's been recently. 9:02. Trying to think of what accessories I want to use for this one. Ooh, I see the cover binder I want to use. That's a cute one. But I don't have any pens that have ghosts. You know how I have like the bat one and the pumpkin one, but I don't have any with ghosts. I feel like that is a hole I need to fill in my collection before next Halloween. What are we on here? 9:31. Got it. We are moving right through this kitting up. It's very nice. 9:31. All right. What else? There's something else I wanted to talk to you guys about. I guess I can talk to you guys about the schedule for the rest of this week. So, on Wednesday, we will have a small shop spotlight. This is going to be a bit of a different type of small shop spotlight. It is more like diamond painting adjacent than a diamond painting small shop, but I'm very excited about it. It's a shop by someone in the community. So it's still, like I said, diamond painting adjacent, but it's not like a diamond painting accessory. So I'm very much looking forward to that. I'm hoping to film that video once I finish this kitting up. And then on Friday, as long as everything goes to plan, we will have a post review on Halloween night from Orloa. That's my current whip, and I am really enjoying it. Overall, I think it's just an adorable image, but I definitely have some things to say. So I wonder if I could fit another. Nah. I definitely have some thoughts, so I am looking forward to sharing all of those with you. And $9.63. And then moving on to this kit, because this is the one that I've been looking forward to all October. And that Orloa kit, like I mentioned, is taking me a bit longer than I was anticipating. Now, I did have a couple of days this week where I was just so busy when I got home from work that I wasn't actually able to diamond paint. So it's not necessarily the kit itself. Some of it is just I haven't had time, but some of it I would say does like have to do with the kit itself. So obviously we'll go into more detail with all of that in the post review, but excited that I kept that one on the schedule. I definitely am glad that I did Indigo, which was the first Kurtis that I did, and then rather than going right into this one, I'm very happy that I put that Orloa kit as like a buffer in between, because there's just more color in it, and you know, it's nice to have that different shop kind of in the middle of those two. But I'm very excited for this one. This is the one that I've been looking forward to. So when I was starting to kind of panic, thinking that I wasn't going to finish the Orloa in like a somewhat timely manner, I was like, I'm not going to have enough time to finish this one, Lady in Black, which to most people wouldn't really be a problem. But for me, you guys know I'm a little bit cuckoo with how I manage my kits. And if I don't finish this one like on Halloween, I'm not going to want to work on it November 1st, because in my mind, November 1st means Christmas, and I don't want to be working on a Halloween kit. So, which in my mind, this particular kit and a lot of the Kurtises to me are Halloween kits. I know that people work on them year round, and that's awesome. I do have some Kurtises that aren't like witches that I will work on other times of the year, but personal preference. This just reminded me of the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. So I saw an Instagram post or story earlier this week, and this is not me talking poorly about the person who posted it at all. I honestly don't even remember who it was. So if you guys know what I'm talking about and you want to share who it was, that's totally fine. This is not me calling that person out at all. I don't want to be accused of like trying to be a mean girl, because that's not it. Because I found her post very, very interesting. So I think it was a post, or was it a story? Either way, she said that she didn't understand why we need witches in other seasons. And I'm assuming that this is in reference to the two new releases that Diamond Art Club had this weekend that were like wintry kits, I believe both by Rita Konya. And in them, the female that was depicted had a witch's hat on. So it was like, why does this wintry or Christmas image need to have a witch in it? And I was like, you know what? That's an interesting question. But why not? Something that I often say about Diamond Art Club, and that I've said multiple times in the past, is I love that Diamond Art Club often has a wide array of images. Not every single Diamond Art Club image that comes out do I like. In fact, some of them I'm like, why is that even a diamond painting? That's so ugly. But then you see somebody gets it and they think it's the best thing that they've ever seen. They think it's beautiful. They can't wait to work on it. And I think that that's amazing. So why do we need witches? Okay, why do we need 6,000 Randall Spangler alligators or dinosaurs or whatever they are? Why do we need all those funky looking birds? You know, like, because people like them. That's why, you know, Diamond Art Club releases images that people want. A lot of the time they're voted on by the community. And if a witch image in winter of a girl with a witch's hat is what people want to diamond paint, then that's what they're going to sell because it gained a lot of interest. So I understand the why do we need witches in the winter images? It's a fair question, but nobody said you had to buy it, you know, but I don't know. I thought it was a really interesting thing to post, and I hope that people weren't mean to her. If anybody responded, I hope she didn't get like people being mean to her, but I feel like that question can be posed so many times, you know. Well, how many times do we need a dragon painting? How many times do we need, you know, a fall landscape? How many fall landscapes does Diamond Art Club have? A ton. You know, do we need 60 Chuck Pinsons? I feel like you can just pose that question in a lot of different ways. So I did really like those images. I love Rita Conia's artwork, and they may or may not have gone into my wish list. But I think if you're really into witches, whatever your beliefs are, like, witches are always a thing then, right? So they would celebrate Christmas or be out in the snow or whatever. I don't know. I just thought it was really interesting. Let me know your thoughts on that one in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about it. Because I found it interesting. And again, if the person who posted that on their page or story, whichever one it was, is watching this, this is not me trying to be mean at all. I just thought it was an interesting talking point and would love to know what other people think about it. Okay, we have one more regular drill, and then we're on to our ABs and our crystal, which is very exciting. I was really, really happy to see that there was a crystal in this one, because if you look at the image, her eyes are like whited out. I will show you. See how her eyes are like, isn't that so cool? I'm assuming, I don't remember from the unboxing, but I seem to recall that maybe some of those crystals are in there. So that will be cool. AB 46. And I have the perfect number of containers, which is just, oh wait, there's 2 crystals in this. I thought there were 3 ABs. What? 2 ABs and 2 crystals. Neat. So cross your fingers for me that I'm able to finish my current whip tonight, which for me is Sunday, which I haven't even started making my progress posts on Instagram. I've been so lazy with Instagram lately. And it's not even that hard. Like, I have a template in Canva that I just swap out the background in the picture, and then I copy and paste my description and edit it a little bit. But I've just been so lazy, I haven't been wanting to do it. So hopefully by the time you're seeing this video, I've at least started showing the Halloween night image, so I don't get too far behind. But we shall see. All right, there's our last crystal. So I have 1 container left that I can use for trash drills. And why did I have a tray? I don't know. Here is our image one more time, Lady in Black by kurtisrykovich. Again, this is a new release from dreamerdesigns if you're interested. I believe it's still available. I checked, I want to say last week, and she was still listed. So fingers crossed. If you are interested, I do have an affiliate link in the description box that you can purchase through. I will get a little bit of a kickback, but this image and all of my dreamerdesigns kits were purchased by me. I am in no way sponsored or anything by dreamerdesigns. I just have that affiliate link. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's kitting up. I know it's a bit of a shorter one. Normally my kitten chats are longer, but this went very smoothly. We did not have a ton of static, which was chef's kiss, and not too many colors. What did I say? 56? No, 55, I believe. So another pretty dark color palette, but I think the image is just going to be amazing. As far as bags of drills that I wasn't able to fit in, I do have, let's see, 5 bags of 310, 2 bags of 939, and 1 bag of 823. I normally don't like when my drills aren't all in the containers, but I was too lazy this morning to do Elizabeth Ward's. So Steven was walking out the door and I was like, come back, can you please get this off the top shelf for me, so I didn't have to drag out a step stool. So this is what we went with. Anyway, I hope that everybody has a great start to your week. And like I mentioned, I will be back with you all on Wednesday for a small shop spotlight. So I hope you all stop back for that. And I will see you guys then. Bye.